So I didn't get to use the video that I made here like a week ago, I think it was, about thefts going crazy in China suddenly, right, Winston Frederick Sterzel? So I didn't get to use that one. I think it's only fair I can do another video here, right, Winston Frederick Sterzel? So, hey, Winston Frederick Sterzel, there is no way that I could fact check every lie and deception that you spout, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I'm about to fact check another statement from yesterday's, in China time, I gotta stress that because I'm in China and you're not, from yesterday's The China Show, Winston Frederick Sterzel. This first clip is just for context, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I did cut it down, I edited it a bit from its original length, Winston Frederick Sterzel, but that was just to clip out another lie. You had another lie within that lie. In that lie, you claimed that media has been removed regarding a bridge that failed due to fire, Winston Frederick Sterzel, in Hubei. See, Winston Frederick Sterzel, there are lies even within your lies. So I really need to, pick and choose carefully, Winston Frederick Sterzel, which lies to debunk. That one, it just seemed like it's too easy, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I can just go to any Chinese social media, Winston Frederick Sterzel, and type in Hubei bridge fire, Winston Frederick Sterzel. You know what, if I did that, I would find tons. Actually, I did do it, and I did find tons of videos and stories about that bridge, Winston Frederick Sterzel. The lie that I decided instead to go with, to fact check today, Winston Frederick Sterzel, is more specific. It's also, to me, it's a much worse lie, and one common on your show, Winston Frederick Sterzel. So here's the clip that provides the context, Winston Frederick Sterzel, just the context.
Now, back to China. This particular, was this in Hebei?
Yes.
I think you've got
let me pull up some notes here. This is very important. So this is in Hebei.
April 23rd, right?
Yes,
this
April
footage was
23rd.
taken. In Hebei, you saw the trucks and stuff going over this bridge. This guy is able to chip the concrete off with a little stone. And of course, the concrete's so loose, you can just knock it off.
Yeah.
This is the bridge that those trucks and stuff are driving over. See, that's a support pillar for the bridge.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. And you can see...
Oh, this is in Hubei, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hubei, not Hebei, Hubei. Yeah.
Now, for the lie, Winston Frederick Sterzel. Actually, I'd probably put this one in the deception category if I had two categories, lies and deceptions, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I'd put this one in deceptions.
Why do you guys, not you guys out there that are watching Chinese propaganda,
China's living in the
buying
future.
this?
You know why they're buying it? Is because they can only see what the Chinese government allows out of the country.
Yeah.
They can only see the top level propaganda. That's why shows like ours and others
North
similar
Korea.
to ours are so important, because we have to show you the counterbalance to what's out there. China's propaganda machine is slick, and they have an iron grip on the internet, the Chinese intranet, really. They don't allow anything out. And if somebody posts something bad they see on the road, they will get disappeared. They will get dealt with. The post will be deleted. You don't get to see the bad stuff.
No.
You
don't.
Like that guy who posted the bridge with the rebar, that post's gone. It's not, you can't find it anymore on the Chinese internet.
No.
It's gone, and he's probably gone too.
Yes. That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Okay, Winston Frederick Sterzel, did you catch the deception? You claimed that not only is the guy's post taken down, Winston Frederick Sterzel, the guy who posted it has been disappeared. He's gone and his post is gone, right, Winston Frederick Sterzel? And then your sidekick backs you up with, that's not an exaggeration. That's not an exaggeration, Winston Frederick Sterzel.
Like that guy who posted the bridge with the rebar, that post's gone. It's not, you can't find it anymore on the Chinese internet.
No.
It's gone, and he's probably gone too.
Yes. That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Some people might think you're not stupid enough to make such a statement, Winston Frederick Sterzel. Well, there's identifying markers on the screen of the clip. You know what? I would say that those people don't know you very well, Winston Frederick Sterzel, if they don't think you're that stupid. Look at this screenshot from your show, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I admit I did have to wait until just the right second, Winston Frederick Sterzel, to capture the best contrast to be able to read it. And now, without even zooming in, Winston Frederick Sterzel, I can see in the upper right-hand corner that it's a Weibo account. After zooming in Winston Frederick Sterzel, I can see that the account is Sure How De 5872. I think that's Speak Well or Speak Good, Winston Frederick Sterzel. Here is the account of Sure How De Winston Frederick Sterzel, Sure How De 5872. And here, Winston Frederick Sterzel, we can see that the video actually has 93,000 views. Well, that's not a huge number of views in China, Winston Frederick Sterzel. It's not exactly under the radar, is it? Making claims that videos have been removed, it's not really that big of a deal, Winston Frederick Sterzel. But these claims that you throw around, Winston Frederick Sterzel, of people being disappeared are grotesque, Winston Frederick Sterzel. Not to mention that it doesn't even make sense, Winston Frederick Sterzel. I mean, unless you know the person, right, Winston Frederick Sterzel, and suddenly you look around, you can't find them. I mean, otherwise, how do you know that someone's been disappeared, Winston Frederick Sterzel? Yet, Winston Frederick Sterzel, you make those claims in every episode of The China Show. I suspect that people who believe that you can cure baldness by moving to another country likely believe those claims, Winston Frederick Sterzel. Pathetic, Winston Frederick Sterzel.
But don't make shit up.
Don't make
Everything
shit
that
up.
we do,
Yes.
we back up with footage, pictures, or at least a decade of experience thinking about things. We don't make wild ass claims like that.
No,
that's
that's-
just insane.
Yeah.